Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to do another training here for the Persona AI tool assets. As you may have seen before, you have the initial interview, which is capturing your voice print, this quick review, and then we created a podcast which had a main topic with subtopics, and the podcast is now used as the primary baseline for all other educational material that you're creating. So let's jump right into it. Today we're going to go over video production, and there are two different types of videos that you can create. So we designed the Persona AI tool to create a lecture video, and that lecture video can be created in several different ways, which I'll cover. And of course, the second option for creating a video is a YouTube short. And that way, if you want to create a YouTube short, post it on your YouTube channel, and that will help drive, potential customers or students down the funnel to take care and to access your content. All right, so let's jump into it. So we're going to go over the video section today, and I'm going to just click video. And you have an option here, two different types. You have a long video and a short video. Long videos are the didactic lectures, and the short videos are for the YouTube shorts. So let's click on long for now. And like I said before, there are three different ways to create a long video. You can do manual input, and that's sort of the same thing where you create a topic and a series of subtopics by actually entering that in. So if you have that listed out in a file, or if you want to go in GPT and or any of the other services, you can create a presentation information that you want to actually paste in here, and then it'll generate the presentation based on that. So you could actually have like a main topic with 8 subtopics listed underneath there, just like you would as if you were creating the podcast. So the other option is to upload a file. So you may have existing content that you have used previously in other lectures and other educational settings. And we designed this to allow you to upload PowerPoint files. So the default is by adding a custom PowerPoint file. And this will basically scan and scrape your PowerPoint presentation information, use all the text that's relevant, and create a didactic lecture video around that content. It'll also extract images that you may have in there. So you may not want the system to dynamically generate images through AI, which we're using DALL-E in this instance. And you may want to use images that are previously created that are more relevant in your PowerPoint presentation. So that gives you the option to do that too. And just like before, all the information that you go through and upload is editable, and you can go through, edit it. And so we have that humanization component towards it. And that's the whole idea here. We don't want everything to be just AI driven. Although you may want to, and as all the LLMs progress in their sophistication, you may rely on that. As long as you go through and approve it, there shouldn't be any reason why you shouldn't use the AI generated content and edit it when necessary. So let's go to the third option. The third option is under podcasts. So we created this initial course through the podcast. So you have the option to select that. The number of slides in the presentation, I'm going to select max 10. And the number of images per slide is defaulted at 2. I'm going to select 3. And that way it will generate the maximum number of slides for the presentation and the maximum number of images for the presentation. So I'm going to click generate, and we'll allow that to happen. And what I may do is I may pause the video or scrub through and speed up the initial presentation until we get to the next step. One thing to note is that while it's generating, it does take a little while to generate. It depends on how many slides you're using, how much time the LLM needs to process things. And so you can just have it run in the background, which is a great little feature. That way you can multitask and work on other assets while this is running in the background. So I'm going to say run in the background. And you can see up here, it says that it's generating the different slides. As soon as that's available, we can go in there, we can check it out, and we can do any kind of editing prior to actually generating the final didactic lecture video. Okay, so now we have the presentation that was finally created, and you may have to refresh your screen every once in a while just to check if it got to that point. Sometimes it doesn't show it, and you just need to go in and check by doing a refresh. And then once it's done and you should see presentation created, you can go into that section. It will process everything, run it, and then you'll actually be able to see all the different components. So you can do different things like changing the title or changing the subtitles for each of the assets. You can change the text in each slide for the narration. And you have the different images that are shown. So you can delete those or you can add your own images. And those are sort of like embedded on the bottom of the PowerPoint slide itself. So I'm not going to make any changes. It shows all the different 10 slides. And if it shows just loading image here, it means that it's still processing the load in the background. But again, that's okay unless you actually want to change them. There's no reason why you can't move forward and continue the process. But if you've completed all the edits that you want to actually make by going through and making those changes, then you're ready to actually render the video. And so rendering the video is, again, going to take a little bit of while to process. Excuse me. And then once it's finished rendering, you'll see that. And that will also give you the option to run in the background if needed. So here you see the initialization process, and you just tell it to run in the background. Again, which allows you to multitask in other assets while that's generating. And here you can see that it's still generating a few more images, and then it will inform you when the process is done. And again, if you waited like 20 minutes or so for the generation process to complete, just refresh the page and check if there's a difference in the status, and you can check out the final video. But it should just automatically launch the video and go into play mode as soon as it's finished generating. Okay, so I waited a few minutes and I'm going to hit F5 to refresh the page and see if that does anything. And you can see that it is actually in the rendering slide process right now. So we'll wait a few minutes and then maybe do another refresh if it doesn't process it automatically, and then we'll sort of see where we are. Okay, so we've gotten through the final steps of processing it. So let's take a look at it and see what we got. So when you select the play button, you're going to have the option to select the language of choice. And when everything's highlighted green, as we mentioned earlier, that means that it's actually in the database and saved. So if you want another language, it'll be recorded and written in that language. You can go through the same process of doing that by selecting the language and selecting OK. But for now, for this purpose, we're just going to watch the video that was created, and we'll just do a quick demo of that. Select English, say OK.
Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into the evolution of AI in the workplace. Over the years, AI has transformed from simple automation to sophisticated problem-solving abilities. It no longer just streamlines processes. It plays a pivotal role in decision-making, data analysis, and fostering collaboration among teams. This evolution has led to a significant boost in efficiency while simultaneously reducing human error.
Okay, so there gives you an example. I'll scrub forward here a little bit. You can sort of see the different slides. So it starts with the main slide and then goes all to the subsequent slides after that. And then again, you'll notice it's in my voice print. So it's using my voice in order to create the content. And those are the slides, the takeaway slides that are created. Now, if you want to publish that, that would mean it would go directly into the listing on the front end web page, or make it available for adding it to a bundle for that page. We'll get into that later, and that's a little bit about putting all your assets together and actually posting them live for other people to access. So that's that. Again, anybody can download a video. They can change the playback speed. Of course, picture-in-picture is another option, things like that. Standard video operating tools. So I'm going to close that. And again, like we said in earlier versions with the talking about the different options in podcasts, you can create a link to actually get that video. Select the language link that you want to access, say OK. And then the link URL will be provided. You can copy that just by clicking it, close, and then paste it into any other source that you want to use for your system. All right, and of course, if you want to edit it, that means you're going to go back from scratch, go through the actual editing process that we saw in the beginning. I'm not going to click that, otherwise it'll initiate the edit process. And of course, if you didn't like it at all, you can always delete it and try a different method. So those are the main functions and capabilities for creating a long video, and we're basically calling it a didactic lecture video. So that's it for long videos. So let me go back into videos again, and this time let's create a short video so you can sort of see what a YouTube short video looks like. I'm going to select the podcast master topic and then say render short. And I'll do a quick speed through here so you can wait for it to render. It only takes a couple minutes.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets of AI-driven productivity tools? Join us as we dive into the transformative world of AI technology with renowned expert Scott Kaler. Discover the power of AI integration in boosting workplace efficiency and collaboration. Learn about the ethical dilemmas and privacy concerns surrounding AI in business operations. Find out how to seamlessly incorporate AI tools into your company's existing processes for optimal results. Get ahead with personalized AI tools to supercharge your personal productivity and workflow.
There you have it. That's pretty cool, huh? So basically, it's going to take that information, and the faculty member or the person actually creating dynamic content insert their name, and then give it sort of like a narration that's more suitable rather than the individual's voice itself. We may change that later in the future. We don't know yet. But we'll sort of see how that's processed. But that's how you make the YouTube short. And then later on, I'll show you actually how you can post that to your YouTube page other than just doing it manually like you've done before in the past. So that's pretty much it. That's this video for creating videos, didactic lectures, and then of course YouTube shorts. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you ask any questions in the school community for Persona AI LMS. Look forward to seeing you, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Take care.